What should love really look like? What should love really look like? What's good? What's going on, Mexican Post? Welcome to the channel. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Share love. Get the word out. Okay. So let's talk about it. What we've been told what love is, and depends on who's framing it. Oh, love is a feeling of desire. Love is the intensity of something. We've been told what love looked like, and especially in uh, an arrangement where females start to dominate love is these things, the gestures that you do for a woman. What is love? Now, of course, each person will come to the table with their own definitions. I live in a biblical worldview. Okay, so that's just no secret. That's how I live. And the definition which I have, I believe, is quite, um, well, it's very telling as to why I feel like love is that. So the first part is love is demonstrative. Okay? You're wounded, you're a soldier, you're my buddy, you're my pal, you hurt yourself, I pick you up. Yes, you're very heavy. I carry you away from the battle zone. That's love demonstrated. Love. I don't need to be like every part. Like, well, let's say I carry you on my back, carry my shoulders. I don't need to be telling you every after a few meters, I love you. I love you, my brother. I love you. No, you know that the act of carrying you from the battle zone is an act of love. You are in debt. You come crying to me. You come to me. I'm like, you know what? What's going on? And you're just, my heart is troubled, and somehow I have the means and I help you out, clear out of that. That is love demonstrated. Now, we're fixated in a society that's very concerned more about the word I love you. That's why people will be like calling you, love you, honey. But their homes and their lives look nothing like love. And that's where we're at. I believe that the love that men have been given to women has been taken for granted for a long time. Because a man would just get up and he would just psych himself up and step into a place that he hates to work in and love on his woman that way by bringing resources home. And that's not for everybody. We know women be like, my man did not do that. I was taking care of him. That's not the majority of men. They're outliers. But men have been demonstrating love in that sense. The reason I'm making this video is because I want to talk about the love that men are demonstrating right now, which is protector. So most women think about a protector. A man says, I'm in his home, we're chilling, or we're in our house, and somebody comes to rob us, and then he steps up to the plate and he beats him up and whatever, protector. But men sometimes, and oftentimes, they protect you by warning you. Don't do that thing, because if you do that thing, you may not react like the way I will react to that. Right now, I like you as a woman, but why do you need to do them things? So the woman reacts, well, you don't need to control me. You don't need to tell me what to do. But that's his act of love. His act of love is in the form of protecting you against the actions he may take if you go against him, because he knows better. Oh, don't get that tattoo, baby. You don't need that tattoo on your skin. This is a good man, yeah? Not everybody operates like that. Oh, no, I always wanted it and then whatever. You go ahead. Men, we have this foresight. We have the bigger picture. We operate in logic. Chronological order, we understand the sequence of time, especially men who are raised with, fathers and granddaddies. They've seen people age. So the act of love that men may give is an act of warning. Don't go there. Don't hang with her. Don't hang with him. Don't wear that. Now, what they've done, they who understands how to manipulate people, they tell women when he tells you don't do something, he's trying to control you, trying to manipulate you. But you do not know that he's acting out of love. When a man is reeling you in and says, don't buy them shoes, you don't need no more shoes. And she gonna, after she gets rid of him, she gonna stand before her girlfriend. Can you believe this man had the audacity to tell me not to buy shoes? And the girlfriends will clap. And then she reaches a certain age, she don't even wear them shoes. A man understands what you need. So one of the acts of love the men have traditionally held is guidance. Now, but how do women retaliate now that they've had a platform, especially with TikTok, that they've expressed themselves? Men ain't shit, dusty, losers, possible bros can go where we don't like them. So, in where men are showing love by warning, if you do this, we won't leave. If you do that, if you get them piercings, it's not attractive. If you, they're not saying it to diss you, to knock you. They're not saying it to diss you or to knock you. It's not taking a dig at you saying, don't get the bullhorn ring in your nose, you know. We control that. It's out of love. Because he understands it. Like, why can't my woman be natural? I like her the way she is. But women busy not listening. And not, it's not the not listening part. It's where they retaliate and express themselves. Now, that's the part where men start to learn. Like, so you don't really care what I think. You don't really care. Oh, men are this. And then they gather in their little hunches and they speak terribly about men, contrary to the love that men are giving. And now men knowing that they were coming from a real good place, they can move on because their value is going to be discovered anyway. Because value is value. I may throw a gold bar in manure, someone will discover it still be gold. Now, while women have a time to shine, they're generating a lot of negativity. Eventually, that's going to be seen for what it is because we all age out. Okay? So we have two sexes. I'm not saying these are the two extremes. It's both good and bad in both camps. But what's being pronounced right now is this ideology that women are shaming men for not taking on or allowing behaviors like, oh, why don't you accept me for where I am? If a man says, oh, girl, you got too much weight, drop some. Oh, no, you shaming us, body positivity. But what is a man trying to do? Take care of you in that sense of protecting you against terrible health choices. And therefore, men are being seen as these creeps, these misogynist controllers. So then men say, well, these are the things I adhere to myself and they work for me. So if I can't do them, I cannot put them forth to you. Let me do this life solo. And that's what's happening. The camp of the female has been entitled enough that they think that by insulting and name shaming, name calling and shaming is what has worked in the past. Not knowing what's going to work is compliance. If your boss told you that you're late, you can be like, well, why you always, it's not like you're never late. That's not going to work down for you because the boss still remains the boss. Now you can say, well, why use that analogy? And man's not my boss. No, he's not. But you need a man to protect you, don't you? Or you may not now, but you see, because I make videos for men, I'm trying to highlight this to men that your actions when you're trying to tell a woman, as long as you're coming from a real place, it is love. When they shame you, it becomes for selfish desires. They want to control you so that you comply to their wishes and desires. It's not out of love. It's contrary. So therefore, you have the capacity to love them as they are. They do not have the capacity to love you. You love them for who they are. They love you for what you can do. So therefore, choose which degree of less love you're gonna get. I'm not saying women ain't capable of loving men. Yes, they are. That's why passport bros exist. They travel. But there's always conditions to everything. Okay? Peace, love, and blessings.